this episode of our program Daily Debate. As usual, we are having an in-depth look to some of the contentious debates of the day. And of course, yesterday, Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry returned back from the Sudanese capital Khartoum in an official visit, in a one-day official visit to plan a session of the Egyptian-Sudanese Joint Presidential Committee expected to take place soon in Cairo. Shoukry met with Sudanese President Omar al-Bashir and his Sudanese counterpart Ibrahim al-Ghandour. The session already will be headed rather by President Fattah al-Sisi and President al-Bashir, and they are expected to discuss economic and political issues of concerns for both countries. Sameh Shoukry has already delivered a verbal message to President al-Bashir from President Fattah al-Sisi, and they discussed regional and international issues of mutual concern. That is beside, of course, to what we said, the preparations for the upcoming presidential committee or joint presidential committee. Before we proceed on with our discussion, let me first have a headline of the day. The headline is not for today, but rather for tomorrow. And the Red Sea resort of Sharm el-Sheikh started receiving delegations participating in the Sahel and Sahara Defense Ministers Conference, which kicks off on Tuesday. 27 Arab and African countries are taking part in the meeting, and they will discuss the threats facing the region, particularly the cross-border organized terrorism. The conference has a strategic importance where it enhances the interests of the Egyptian national security on the regional and international arenas, especially in the security, militarily, political and economic fields. Moreover, the meetings will highlight Egypt's role in fighting terrorism and extremism on the African and Arab arena, and particularly in the areas of international interest. The conference also promotes for the Egyptian vision in combating extremism and terrorism in cooperation with all countries through a comprehensive vision that does not depend on the security and military means only. In the meantime, Sharm el-Sheikh has concluded the finishing touches for hosting the conference, where tightened security measures took place as security convoys are spreading inside and around the city. And I guess we'll be speaking about that later on, but before we continue on, let us first have a quick report on our first intro. And Foreign Minister Shoukry conveys message from President Fattah al-Sisi to the Sudanese president, as he also discussed several regional and international issues of mutual concern. Let's watch the report and we'll come back for discussion.
To his Sudanese counterpart Omar al-Bashir on means of promoting bilateral relations in all fields. During his meeting in Khartoum with the Sudanese President, Shoukry noted that the message also reflected the deep-rooted and distinguished Egyptian-Sudanese relations. Following the meeting, Shoukry told reporters that his meeting with al-Bashir focused on Egypt's determination to support relations between both countries and to seek all possible opportunities to achieve both people's interests towards development and prosperity. For his part, al-Bashir hailed ties between Egypt and Sudan on the political, economic and cultural levels and vowed more efforts to enhance these ties. During the meetings, al-Bashir also reviewed his vision towards an array of Arab and regional issues, stressing that Egypt and Sudan are sharing identical stands towards many challenges facing the Arab nations and the whole African continent. He also said that the consolidation and cooperation between Egypt and Sudan will enhance meeting both people's aspirations. The meeting was attended by Sudanese Foreign Minister Ibrahim Ghandour and Egyptian Ambassador in Khartoum, Osama Shaltut. And before leaving Sudan, Shoukry gave remarks to press, saying that a number of joint projects and agreements are being prepared in the framework of the upcoming Joint Supreme Committee, which will be held in the Cairo under the presidency of Presidents al-Sisi and al-Bashir. Shoukry added that his meetings with the Sudanese president also probed means of boosting tripartite relations between Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia. as well as putting into action the agreements reached during the three-way summit held earlier in Sharm el-Sheikh.